we're going to start by going over and make sure you have everything that you need on your tabletop. You have your paper towel. It's going to fold it in fours and create a little hot dog. This paper towel is so that you can dry your lips when you go to the sink. We have a mixing bowl, mixing cup. This is a 3/4. If you look at the bottom, the size on the bottom, it's a 3 1/4 ounce Dixie cup with no lid. You have a spatula, which yes, it is a popsicle stick, but we call it a spatula. We don't get the plastic reusable ones because we just don't have the time in class for everybody to wash and disinfect and all of that. So we just use disposable and you throw it away. Okay. So the spatula, okay, we're going to be fancy, and you're going to mix your product in your mixing cup with that. Okay. After you mix in the big cup, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1 ounce Dixie cup and we're going to pour our product that we created in here. You gotta make sure to keep the rim clean, and then if you will do me a favor, make sure your lid closes because sometimes we buy different brands and sometimes they don't seal right. So make sure that it's on there correctly. If you have sugar on the rim of your cup, then it doesn't close right. Okay? So sometimes like, oh, it's not closing. Well, it's because the rim is dirty, and if then there's sugar in here, then it won't close right. Okay? So we got to keep that nice and clean. You're going to pour most all of your mixture in here, and you're going to put it in your baggie, this cute little portion bag, and then you're going to take it home and show whoever at home, hey, look what I did in class today. Okay? So if it spills out in your baggie and not in your backpack. So that's going home today. After we're done with mixing and packaging our product, we're going to leave a little bit, about a pea size, whatever fits on the tip top of this. So product control or portion control, about this much product, if you were to put a pea on there, about that much product is what you need for your lips. Your lips are not huge, okay? They're small compared if you were doing your back, right? So you need just a little bit, so that's about as much product as you need to leave in the cup, okay? We're going to then take this and we're going to use your finger and we're going to do some circular motions to get any dead skin off. We're going to then go to the sink and then we're going to come back. Now all 3 classes left a nice big mess, so we got in a little bit of trouble, so we are not able to use those lab sinks anymore, so we have to share just this one, okay? We might be able to redeem ourselves with time, but we have to stay in here now. So we're going to rinse, dry, come back to our tables, take a minute because there's so many of us in one sink, and then we're going to have a lip mask I'm going to give you. We're going to put that on our lips, okay? And then while I do that, I'm going to go over the cultural beauty bridal altar information, 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to take it off. You're going to rub in any leftover serum with this Q-tip, and then your little rectangle lint-free, meaning there's no like little fuzzies, lint-free, you're going to tap to finish off, and that's it. Okay? Does everybody have everything? We're all good? We know what we're doing? Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pass things out and come back, and then we're going to do, I'm going to go back and forth, so bear with me. Go ahead and place these 2 items to the side as we're not going to need them just yet. And go ahead and have your container cup ready, so that way when you pour, you're ready to go. Okay? Your napkin, you also can use it, but you'll use it to dry in just a little bit. So I'm going to come around, I'm going to place cinnamon, okay, cinnamon boxes on your tabletop. So cinnamon is going to be one of our ingredients. So in History of Cosmo back in the day, they didn't have an Ulta or a Sephora, right, to go buy themselves a scrub. They had to make it. So on here, if you take a look, there's a spoon, scoop, or a pour, or a sprinkle option. If you are allergic to it, then don't even touch it. But if you're not and you're okay with it, decide, do you want a little bit, do you want a lot, or do you want a lot of cinnamon, okay? So open the side that you want, and you're going to sprinkle whatever amount of cinnamon you want. Now cinnamon comes from the earth. It is like a little, if you will, a stick, a cinnamon stick, right? Like it's like a little tree stick, okay? Imagine this is a cinnamon stick. Yeah, you can pour it in the big container. This cinnamon stick, it gets they grind it, right, into powder. So this is the fine powder that you see. This powder at one point was a solid stick, okay? So when you're eating the cinnamon, do know that that is what you're eating. It's just changed in shape. How much ever one do you like? Yeah. When you pour, be careful because it does pour a lot. So the sprinkle might be a good option. Okay? So you're going to pour in your cinnamon. Cinnamon is definitely something that they had. And again, it comes from the earth. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to come around. I'm going to give you your brown sugar. Now, this is brown sugar, so it's not like the processed white refined sugar. Now, this particular sugar's got little beads in it. If you don't like the little beads that are a little hard, you can go ahead and pick them out, should you choose. Now, sugar, like the teeth whitening we did yesterday, is an abrasive. I know we're going to make it sorry. Okay. Alright, so sugar, like we did our peppermint teeth whitener or teeth polish yesterday, is an abrasive. And we use the sugar to scrub dead skin off of our skin. So, go ahead and take your spatula and you're going to mix. Mix. It's regular brown sugar. We're taking a spoonful. And depending on the amount that you are making, it depends on how much sugar you're going to put into your mixture. Okay? So, they're both the same color. Okay? Both the same color. So you don't know if you mixed it completely or not. So you have to make sure to give it a good stir. Try to keep it into your in your container. Now, when you come across these little beads, you can take the little beads out should you choose. Okay? Now, these are food elements, although I would not eat them. Okay? And when you mix them, I would say that you would just have them for a day, maybe two. I like fresh, right? So I would mix it enough of what I needed, use it, and then we're done with it. I would not necessarily spend too much time, spend too much product and then have to throw it away. Okay? So, mix, give it a good mix. I'm going to come by and I'm going to give you your honey. Now, with your honey I'm going to pour in and you're going to mix and you're going to make a thick paste. Start smelling the smell of fall. Hey, did y'all like the weather this morning? Yes! Bring out the boots and the scarves. It's all hot outside right now, right? But, it is still, outside, but the sun's outside, it's just a natural. Oh, no, it's pretty low. Is it pretty cool? Oh, good. That's exciting. So, these scents are definitely the scents of the fall. If you're going to be an entrepreneur and have a salon business, you definitely want to keep up with the seasons. Clients look up to or not, well, they look forward to all the seasonal things. So if you have the pumpkin spice and if you have the, peppermint and all of that, clients are more likely to buy things like candles and scrubs and lotions at seasonal times. So it is a great opportunity for some money making, right? We talked about dead spaces in salons and things of the sort. So you're going to make a paste. Honey, obviously, is from bees. Bees have been around a long time in the Egyptian times. Definitely have found, actually archaeologists had found and I read an article about it, they found a pot of honey from Egyptian times, and the honey was still there, like it didn't dry up, it was still there, so it was pretty cool. So we know that they had honey back in the day, and we know that they used it, whether they consumed it or they used it in some kind of skin type of mixture. Not exactly sure, but we know that it was available. Okay, so you have a thick paste. We are going to be making, yes. Whenever you, we are going to be making more scrubs and things of the sort that are going to be more watery, but this one is really a thick paste. Yes. No, just a little bit. Okay, so structure is scrub, you're making a really thick paste. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to learn a little bit about packaging. Now typically you would wear like a hairnet so hair doesn't fall in there, you wear your safety goggles so your lashes don't fall in, and you wear gloves so that you don't get anything dirty if you're mixing this to sell to somebody. Okay? But you're not selling it, so we're good. But still, we want to keep it nice and clean. So go ahead and take your spatula and wipe the spatula as clean as you can on the side rim of the container. You have as best a clean spatula as you can. You're going to scrape the spatula alongside the side of the container and gather up your product. And it should just about stick together. Okay? The size of a pea that fits at the end of the spatula, you want to take that and put it to the side because you're going to use that in just a little bit. Okay? And you're going to pick up the product. Now you don't have to pick up the whole thing at once, but pick it up. Try to keep the product on one side of the spatula to keep it nice and clean for yourself. And then you're going to place it in your 1 inch or 1 ounce container. It does move on you, so be quick. Okay. And you're going to place this. Now don't scrape off on your on the rim. Don't scrape off on the top side of the rim. You can go on the inside of the rim and then help it down. Don't go on the top side, go on the inside of the rim. Should you have gone any on the top side with your napkin, wipe the top side or outside of the rim. Keep the product on the inside. When you are ready, it's going to settle down, but when you're ready, go ahead and put your lid on it, make sure it clicks, and then you're going to put that in your baggie. You're going to take that home and show whoever's at home, hey, look what we did today and look what I learned. And if you wanted to, in a more professional and higher end way, this is a way that you can create a product and sell. Obviously not like literally like this, okay, this is not, okay, but something of the sort. The most basic way to demonstrate how to make a product and package it to sell it. Okay. All right. So in the container, you had left a little bit about the size of a pea. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this and we're going to place it on our finger. And we're going to hover over our tabletop. And we're going to do circular rotations. Okay, I'm going to do it on the mannequin so you can see. You're going to do it on you, obviously. So, can you see the... Okay, you're going to start on one side and you're going to do circular rotation to the opposite end. And then back the opposite direction in the opposite circular rotation motion. So, from right to left, clockwise, and left to right counterclockwise. Then you're going to do the bottom. It is a paste. Hover over the top of the tabletop so it does not fall on your lap. Now, whenever you are working with the scrub, it is a paste, so it's going to take just a second, okay? And it's going to kind of crumble off a little bit. That's okay, no big deal. Let it do its thing. Don't want to necessarily eat it, okay? Although they are kitchen ingredients, you don't want to eat it. Now, you want to make sure that your lips are always hydrated, that you put lotion, cream, or lip treatment, that you do masks on your lips, that you drink plenty of water. Okay, super, super important to have nice, beautiful lips, but you feed them from the inside. So if you don't have plenty of water that you use on a tree, the tree is what? Dead. It's dry, it's shriveled up, looks like grandma, right? So you don't want to look like a grandma when you're 15 or 20 years old. You want to drink plenty of water, stay hydrated from the inside so you have nice plump lips. You don't need the Botox and all that other junk, okay? You are beautiful and you have beautiful lips just the way you are. You just got to take good care of them, okay? So when you are doing your circular rotations on the top and on the bottom, the other thing I need you to do is stretch your lips. And as you smile, stretch your lips. When you're stretching your lips, you're opening the little cracks that are on your lips and smoothing out your lips so you have a better application. Now, this particular sugar, the granules are bigger, so it's a little bit more rough. So if you're starting to feel irritation, go a little bit more gentle, more softer. Okay? And then open your mouth and go, oh, no, it's not making out this way, but open your mouth. On the outside corners, typically we'll forget to wipe while the spit and food accumulate. Typically that's where bacteria accumulates and we have like crusty pieces there because we just don't, we don't clean that part of it. We don't think about it. No one's ever told you to do so. So give it a good scrub on the corner edges and then tuck your lips in like this. Look at that. And then around the corner edge of your lip line, that's where you have a lot of clogged pores. Then you want to go ahead and give it a good scrub there too. Now we have one sink and lots of us, so at your own pace, when you are ready, you can go ahead and go to the sink, and all you're going to do is you're going to rinse, take your napkin with you so that you can dry your lips. Okay, now what you're going to do, or what's going to happen, is I'm going to give you the lip mask. Okay? The lip mask is this cute little, they're little lips, the container of lips, and then you have your little, you have your lip mask inside. You use your little spatula, you pull it up, you find the right side up, and you're going to place it over your lips. Go from the inside to the outside, smoothing out any air pockets or bubbles. You want full contact on the whole surface of the mask onto your skin. Okay? Make sure that your lips are dry. Make sure that there's no sugar granules on your lips or any of that. Okay? So, I'm going to come around and I'm going to drop off for you a little mask. And if you just grab it, place it over the top of your lips. And then take your phone, take your pictures, put your TikTok and all of this stuff.
Oh my God, I keep trying to tell, but I can't.
Nice and soft and smooth.
TikTok with the photo.
After you place your lip mask on, relax the muscles of your face and of your lips. Okay, whenever you do a lip mask or an eye mask or a face mask of any sort, sometimes the product will constrict your skin and pull it to make it nice and smooth and more youthful. Sometimes we laugh and talk, or the client is, on their phone and not doing certain things that they need to their face. And instead of the product doing what it's supposed to, the client will do opposite of what they're paying for. They're stretching their skin in the opposite direction that it should be. Okay? So further damaging their skin or creating and giving themselves wrinkles. So that's why we create a nice, smooth environment for the clients when they have these treatments on their face. Okay? So while we do that, I'm going to go over the bridal vanity project, 5-10 minutes or so, and then we're going to remove this, and you're going to go over, not yet, just showing you, you're going to go over your lips to go and smooth out the serum with the Q-tip, and then if you have any leftover product over the top, you're going to blot with the pink rectangle. Okay? But not yet, just